No, I'm just going to send you this message. The song that we're talking about would be like Young Americans by David Bowie. And it's funny, that reminds me of a friend of mine, and he's a Jewish friend of mine, that he went to school with you too when he was a kid, Baruch Steinmetz. And like, he tells me that he went to school, but on the other hand, he may just be like participating in some kind of a repartee with me, like if I'm talking about you at some point, that he has like a story about that. Because I don't know, because you made it from New York City out here to Los Angeles, but you do know Baruch Steinmetz, or you made it out here to Los Angeles, but I'm the one who knows Baruch, and you're the one who knows Shine. I don't know. But, I mean, I guess it's just really, just for a really simple explanation, I'm saying, you don't think that makes any sense what I said? Like, that the young man, his job, ultimately, that's to just to leave him alone, like himself, his kid, his child, because you're not going to talk that way to some other kid out there. So leave him alone. That's you yourself, but leave him alone, And for you, maybe it's that. You know what I mean? That there's two people in the conversation. There's a boy and a girl. You know what I mean? And if we knew everything there was to know, then we would actually just all of a sudden take a look around and say that you survived and you made it to like adulthood. With or without a credential. You have a credential, or you worked at McDonald's, or you worked at, Trader Joe's, or whatever that you did. Like somehow these people went from their childhood to their maturity. Am I right? I just can't wait to see you again, like when I see you, I think we got to spend a lot more time it's always been the same thing for me. It's like the next time I see you, that we have to spend more time together, like the next time that we see each other. It's always been the same thing, and it's still the same thing. I don't know, was that ever something that you never heard, that nobody ever said to you, like I forgot to say to you? I mean, it's always the same thing. It's that we're not really spending enough time together. We've never really been doing that. Like with our relationship was always like that you know what I mean? And it's the same way that if I see you again, that we're going to spend more time together than we did before. And it's always been the same thing with me. And that's just because that's the way it is. You know what I mean? And so that's actually talking about you. Not just talking about somebody, that's talking about you, And like, if that's the conversation, you know what I mean? That's what we've been talking about. We're talking about these people doing normal things, like with their lives, for instance, I don't know. It's the same thing with you. We're not spending enough time together. We're still not spending enough time together. And I don't think that God is trying to commit a hate crime on me. I think that's ridiculous to sit, you know what I mean? That's what it would be to say that God was actually committing a hate crime on me, with this whole thing. And I don't think that's what I just don't think that's what he did to me. You know what I mean?